All right, cool. There we go. All right. So, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Once again, I am Mr. Soul of a Man 504, aka the Man over as your spiritual consultant extraordinaire, ladies and gentlemen. And happy Sunday out there, everybody. Everybody. Hope everybody's having a great to phenomenal weekend. I hope everybody's having a great start to the year. So, without further ado, let's just get into the topic, man. So we're talking about the door to spirituality, like what initially starts that door, like what initially opens that door to spirituality, like can you get how can you get moving on and into your spiritual journey? It all naturally. Did my background change? Yeah, my background changed. Huh, interesting. Cool. So, what's going on, folks? So, again, I am Mr. Soul of a Man 504, your spiritual consultant. So, today we're talking about the door to spirituality. And I know there are many different paths to enlightenment. So, always know that your spiritual journey is going to look and feel different. And it's going to be unique to YO to the U. And that's okay. That is naturally how this thing is supposed to go. Oh, we got something in the comment. Hello, Facebook user. I'm not sure. They don't give a name. It just says Facebook user. Top of the day to you too. That last top of the day to you too. Cool. So, like for me, my initial journey started with my initial religious journey started with me going to church, all of that. Fast forward, and when I was in a church, of course, I could ask all kind of questions that was related to, necessarily, hey, what's going on, Miss Kelly? How are you? So I could ask all kind of questions that was related to the box that, as far as the church was in naturally. So yeah, so moving forward, things just started to get real, and you know, I mean, and they say hindsight is 2020. So looking back, of course, you've always got your spiritual guides. Of course, they're always there, even if you know that they're there, or if you believe in God, you know that God is there. God is always listening, or whoever it is that you deal with, in a natural spiritual way. Heck, if you're even talking to your higher self, that's okay. However it naturally works for you, but it's like once you open that door, the path is amazing. It's exciting. It is so many ups and downs. It has so much variety. And if you guys have any questions out there about your spiritual journey, please put them in the chat and I welcome you. Please just come in, relax, make yourselves at home. If you're someone who is into, if you're into, let's just say anything spiritual, pull up a seat, let's chat. But the important thing is that you understand you understand your journey, and that one thing about the journey, it's going to make you comfortably uncomfortable. It's going to it's going to take you down so many different paths. Your conscious mind, or the unconscious, the conscious, the subconscious, all of that stuff is going to start to coincide with each other. You're going to have so many different questions. There's divination and manifestation, and there's ancestors, and there's astral projection, and there's so many there's so many different things that you naturally can that you're naturally going to feel, that you're naturally going to get into. It's like buckling up it's like buckling up your seatbelt. You're going on this roller coaster. The roller coaster gets to the top, and it starts to move. You're You know what it is. You know that there's no turning back, in that journey. And it, it is it is an amazing, um, magical, mystical, divine, however it is you want to naturally look at that. But it is a powerful journey. And that power has always, the amazing thing is, no matter where you go down your journey, that power has always been, instilled. That power has always been instilled inside of you. And your journey may take you down a road that may open you up to a different path in life. Let's say it may open you up to a different career, so to speak, but while you're going down that different career path, you're going to, you're going to start to really look at things different. Once you, in the beginning, once you start to question stuff, and I mean, once you have these deep questions that, let's just say, and yes, of course, there are books out there and documentaries and all of that stuff, but a, a, a lot of it, and these things help. These things really help. Movies and all of that stuff. These things truly help. And there's nothing like firsthand account like a firsthand account of somebody going through all of these things. What that? Jonas Esteem. These names are flipping in so fast, but welcome, folks. But there's nothing like a firsthand account of somebody who's been down this journey, who just naturally gets it, and somebody who just naturally understands it, and who can, somebody who just gets you, so to speak, and someone who you can either listen to, or someone who you can have a conversation with. Um, Imagine you being this little kid or whoever, and you're seeing all of these different things. You're seeing, like, you're seeing spirits, and you're seeing things out of the corner of your eyes, and you're feeling all of these different things, and you're having all of these different dreams about going all of these, different dimensions, so to speak, and you're coming in contact with all of these energies, and you're having out of body experiences, and and all of that stuff. So imagine you in the middle of, just imagine you, whoever you are out there, having this amazing journey and being caught up in it. And within itself, it's almost like your own, like they, the Bible talks about the rapture and all of that. It's almost like your mini rapture. When, if, let's say, that were to happen, you walk around and certain people just disappear all of a sudden. The same thing in your life. You're going on a spiritual journey. Certain people, people start acting. They may start treating you a little different. Because maybe you're walking around and you have a crystal around your neck, for your protection, and people come in and say, oh, that's not, that's not good, because blah 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 blah. And of course, there's all of this, there's all of this judgment and all of this stuff. If we weren't supposed to have access to that stuff, why is it here on earth? Seriously, like all of these, all these crystals, and all of these just, all of these just, made, all of the plants and the flowers and in nature that that we naturally can, that we can be attuned with, and that can be in attune with us. All of our spirit animals, and all of that stuff that helps us to make it all make sense, that coincides with that coincides with our destiny. So initially, when that door was there, and someone was, the door was like, it kept pulling you towards it, and pulling you towards it, and pulling to it, until you kept the knock is louder and louder and louder. And the amazing thing, and Miss MJ wore a unicorn. Thank you for the ski goggles. So yeah, and it keeps getting louder and louder and louder. And what happens within you is that you get curious. We all get curious. That's the one beautiful thing about that's the one beautiful thing about human nature. We all get curious as to what is to what is or what could be in our lives, and we just continue to move down that journey, like once the door is open. And for a lot of us, the door is open, we're enlightened, but a lot of times the beginning of it is a little dark. And the cool stuff happens when you get out of the darkness, but the darkness is of course, the darkness is always going to be a part of the light, and it's always going to be a part. It's always going to be a part of you, and it's going to be a part of your journey. And when I say darkness, that darkness could have been you. And it's a rainy day out here, ladies and gentlemen. So wherever you are, whatever it is that you're doing, I hope that you're safe, and I hope that you're warm, and that you're inside. It's still early in the morning here. It's little bit after 11 a.m. So, I hope that you're enjoying your weekend. So that's basically what I wanted to say. But, on this, beautiful and amazing journey, it gives us this amazing and profound insight, of who we are and how powerful we can be. And I was just telling somebody how, and it's really a test of faith. It really is. It's really, a test of your faith. It's like, it's almost like you're the hidden book of the Bible that you're, like you're going on your own journey. You have your own power. You're going to have your own powerful testimony, or testimonies about your life, the people that you come into contact with, and all of and all of this good stuff. Sometimes we don't understand why we do certain things, or why we go certain places, or why we are attracted to certain places. Somebody might say, well, in a past life, or maybe one of your ancestors, whatever. But the story is, the story is never ending. That's the beautiful part about it. And your mission is to continue to go down, your mission is to continue to go down that path to do whatever it is that you have been placed down here to do, so that you can okay. I was like, well, who is that? Oh, what is going on, Miss Nerd Girl Chick? Yeah, so your mission is to be open to the amazing and endless possibilities. And I love it when people come in to the live, because it helps me to pick up on their energy, and it helps me to open up the conversation to so many different perspectives. So it's like with everything that you've been given and everything that you've been appointed to do, and sometimes it is a lot. I do understand that, but just know that everything it's all happening for a reason. It's never a time to just want to just throw in the towel and just give up. Sometimes things start slow. Sometimes it starts with a bang. Like people running track and field. It's like set, they get set, they hit a gun and they're gone. It takes off, it takes off like a rocket. And what happens if um you don't want to, I'm just saying that you don't want to live a life with regrets. You don't want you really don't want to you really don't want to live a life with regrets. So, make that move, continue on with your business. And it is your business. It is very valuable, and it is valued. It's like you what you naturally, um and take that trip, man. Definitely, take that trip that you have been thinking about doing for such a while now, for such a long time now. You've been thinking about doing this trip, and you were it maybe you're the only one. You're like, well, maybe I want to get a few other people. That doesn't pan out. Still, go take the trip, man. Go to that island. Just go enjoy yourself. Maybe it's just for a week or a weekend. Whatever it is. But by doing so, you're going to get so much more clarity. And while you're moving, you're going to be on the road, and you're going to get such a greater and broader perspective into what you're moving into. And the move may also have you going to, it's something about a college or something like that, but definitely something. It's preparing you for something greater. There you go. So it's preparing you for something greater. That greater is naturally right around the corner, for you. So I implore you, even myself, to continue to, just to continue to move, like that. Let's that thing, like I like to move it. I like to just keep moving, man. Just keep, no matter what. Keep moving. Yeah, you gotta. Sometimes we stop, smell the roses, take a little time to think about stuff. We go through whatever. I get it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. But the main thing is that you want to keep moving this year, no matter what. You want to. This is a year of. This is going to be a year of immense growth, and when it's, I don't know, towards the end of this year, October, November, you're going to be very thankful that you're going to be very thankful that you put in that work now, so that it feels and looks different, down the road. So you're going to be thankful that that you naturally opened up that door, that was right in front of you. The opportunities. Don't be afraid this year, whatever. Even if you are afraid, still do it. If you feel like it's something positive and amazing that's really going to affect your life, and I get it. Sometimes we're so used to, sometimes we are so used to what we naturally have, around us, and we're so used to, what it is. Blue, what's going on? So we're so used to, what we have around us, and we're afraid of the change because we have been going through, we've been in that situation for so long. You worked at that, whatever that was, so long. That's all you knew, but you didn't understand that was preparing you for the next thing that was, that was coming in. Leroy Jackson. I'm just shouting people out, but that was naturally preparing you for the next thing. So and hey, thank you for the tiny, what is that, dinosaurs? I'm still really and truly, I'm still getting used to, really and truly, I'm still getting used to TikTok, man. I am, but the amazing thing, the amazing thing is, I, I just keep moving. I just keep pushing. I just keep adding to it. I keep remixing it until it's going to look like and feel like what it's supposed to be like. And a lot of us, sometimes we may have it in our minds of what we truly want, but it's always going to look and feel just a little bit different what we actually put out there into the that we put out there and into the ethers, the cosmos, and all of that good stuff. Well, I'm glad that you're here for this message. So thank you for being a part of my journey, as I am a part of as I am naturally a part of your journey. And I hope that you I hope that you get everything that you want this year, whatever that is. And maybe some people are atoning for something. Maybe they let themselves down. I always feel like we, despite everything else that we go through, sometimes we have it, sometimes we really do leave ourselves, we let ourselves down a lot. Because it's interesting, if I see some things on social media sometimes, and if they'll ask adults, they'll say, well, what did you want to do when you were a kid? And they say, oh, I wanted to be this and I wanted to be that. And like, well, what are you doing now? Well, not that. I'm not a ballerina. I'm not a, I always wanted to be an actor. I didn't go down that route. I became an accountant, because I was good at math, and I just settled into that role. But I'm just saying, uh, never look at your, don't be one of those individuals. And if you're happy with your life, great, man, cool. If you're going to stay where you are, or you're like, okay, this is it for me, cool. But there are some of us that have, bigger things out here to do, and we have to continue to, we have to, we have to continue to move down the journey. Hmm. So, man, let me drink this water. There's a cyclone of change coming into your life. It's going to feel like it's going to feel like it's a whirlwind. Somebody's about to walk into your life. They're really about to take your breath away. And they're going to help you. They're going to help to usher in the much needed change that you've been looking for. They're saying, when I say they, you're the guides are saying, you're going to have a beautiful testimony. A lot of this is centered in your love life, but it's also centered, it's also centered around business as well. This is going to, they're saying moving, they're saying moving up the ladder. They're saying moving up the ladder of success. And yeah, so they're saying, they're saying moving up the ladder of um, of success. And they're saying, take the time, take the moments, and do this for you, because somebody else was talking about a graduation. I don't know, it might have been yesterday, but um, they're saying that moving. I'm just sitting on my suitcases waiting for blessings to come on. Yeah, no, right? It's like, come on now. Yeah, but they're also saying, they're saying a centering of the soul, that you that you are someone's that you are someone's masterpiece out there. That you are someone's golden masterpiece out there. This is going to come when you least expect it, because if you knew, um, because if you knew when it was, when if you knew when and where it was going to come, you would be, it's supposed to catch you off guard, and it's supposed to it's supposed to get you excited. There you go. It's supposed to get you excited for I'm getting it's supposed to get you excited for other things. Your May and I'm getting May and October are going to be very definitive months in your life. Um, they're saying it's going to come in exactly where you're initially. They're saying, it's going to come in initially where you're supposed to be, so to speak. And it's going to, um, okay, they're saying like the dedicated, it's gonna, it's gonna paint a more beautiful picture for your life. And they're saying like the dedicated moments of your life that that you've been, um, it's your faithfulness, man, and it's that you deserve this, and this is something for some of you. This is propelling you towards a this is just propelling you towards a new life, a new livelihood. They said you get this blessing because you're a blessing to others. There you go. So you get, you get naturally what you pay for, and so you paid a lot. So this is naturally being paid. This is naturally being paid forward to you, and this is naturally being paid forward to the underlining of the underlinement that that you have that you have in your life. You're just one of these people that you never went along with the status quo. You never did. You never, you never went along with the status quo. A lot of that stuff, like me, when I was younger, following the crowd and having a certain amount of friends, but eventually you start moving on your own path, your own journey. You start to um, you start to meet all of these other amazing people. Yeah, so you start to meet all of these other amazing people that introduce you to even more amazing people, amazing things, and um, wherever you are, whatever your age is, it's not too late for you. This is going to be a aforementioned afterthought, because once you get into it, you're gonna feel like you ultimately deserve it, and this is naturally where you're naturally where you're supposed to be. This comes after um whatever it is that's going on right now. And once all of that's over with, then you move on to this other journey, so to speak. They're saying follow the breadcrumbs. So if you feel that if you feel like your ancestors, God, universe, however you spin that, your angel guides or leave, if you feel like if you feel like right now that you're being led in another um if you feel like that you're being led in another direction right now, go down that path. Hey, what is going on, Lady Wheat? How are you? Thank you for joining, and thank you guys for joining so much. And if this is your first time seeing me, I am Mr. Solo Man 504, your spiritual consultant. I'm an author and speaker and all of that good stuff. But but follow those breadcrumbs. Follow those breadcrumbs, because it's what one day. I'll say this, that you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to be shocked at what you see. Seriously, you're going to wake up, not in a bad way, but in a very, very good, positive way. You're going to, like one morning you're going to wake up and you're going to look and it's going to feel like everything has changed. I mean, this has been a long time coming. This is really and truly, and when you see it, when you feel it, remember, this is just for you, in your life. And this is going to help, to, bless not only you, but the people that are around you, those people that, for whatever reason they, walked off, they did their own thing, cool, whatever. But this is for you. I'm also getting the fact that it needs to be under lock and key. Remember, we're talking about the door. When you walk through the door, this is generally your path, and you're gonna have that total understanding. But you have to, with the understanding, comes the commitment that comes with it. So you're gonna have a greater sense of things. Something is pulling you different. Something inside of you is telling you that I need to move. I need to move in a something inside is telling you that I need to move in a different direction. You're thinking, you're thinking the time that you're putting into something is being elevated. What is going on, the Hebrew Christian Shalom? So something inside of you is pushing you to do something different. It may feel a little different. It may feel a little weird. That's okay. Somebody says, I know I'm being led when I feel compelled to do something, even when I don't know why. Right. And, we are all something, we are all creatures of habit. We got to know, everything and, everything about everything. But just know that they're saying in the master's hand. So very strong compulsion. Very true. I don't know. But as we move to the end of January, I really do feel that I don't know, there's something, even me in my own life, and there's just something compelling me to continue to move forward, to continue to do this, to continue to write. I felt like I've written so many books, and it's like okay, cool. I have this talent. I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to be best selling this or best selling that. But it's you do the things that you do not only for you, but for other people. Other people need to hear about your story. They need to they need to hear about your voice. And with that being said, everybody doesn't naturally need to know everything about you in the beginning. If you feel like you're still working on it, that's okay. Still keep it to yourself. When it's time to put it out there, put it out there. If you feel a sense of like if you feel a sense of you're alone right now, you're not, because you're being you're being uplifted, and your things are shifting around your life. Remember the mindset. Stacy Russell, what's going on? So remember, you gotta remember the mindset. We move. We move how we move. We think how we think. That is what that is. But when the rubber meets the road, and when things really start to take off for you, yes, if you're thinking about applying, for that new position, go for it. What is it that you're look at these things like look at it like you're doing you're doing pre-spring cleaning, so to speak. So look at them as like these chores that you're putting out there. It's saying quietly as you speak. So you're saying these things in your mind. These things are when you do look at it, your life is quite remarkable. It really and truly is. And it's so easy to look at other people and like what they're doing, and look at your life. Oh man, my life isn't that cool. And your life is cool, but remember, everybody everybody's life is going to be different, but you have to, the main thing is that you got to really be genuine with yourself. Seriously. Uh, if you're thinking about, you're, I don't know, that's a bad thought. Get that thought of suicide out of your mind. Get that. You got to remember that you are loved. But you're also thinking about, in time, you're thinking about, man, I would really like to go to the dealership and get a new car. So you got to start imagining yourself going to the dealership. All of these contemplations that you're having, remember, it's in the grand scheme of things, it's really and truly, in the grand scheme of things, it's about your alignment. Yeah, somebody said that it's a very strong compulsion, Miss Wheat, and she says perspective is everything, and that's true. Perspective is very much so everything. They say you think you can achieve it if you can. Hey, what is going on, ma'am? How are you? Speaking of music, you need to be in that studio, ma'am, because people are waiting on your stuff. But the important thing is the important thing is the timing, and it is the contemplation, it's the nuances. But the important thing this year is you got to just keep moving. And I know sometimes we worry about this person and that person. Oh, you gotta. This is 100% this year focused on you. Seriously. Call and check on this person, and here and there. Of course, we have people that we care about, but you got to remember, you're the divine prospect this year. You're that number one draft pick, because you have it's the totality of everything. You have more on the line than what the average person is. Hey, I look. Let's not. I just give out the messages. So they say don't shoot the messenger. Just it's what it is, man. It is very true. Perspective, perspective. Perspective is everything. And I know sometimes this information comes out hot, fast, and heavy. But if you remember anything that I said, just continue on your journey, man. It's a beautiful metamorphosis period, but it's gonna be even, it's gonna be very fast. It's gonna be very, very, very fast. So they're saying the chiming of the bells because the flights. They're saying the chiming of the bells because the flights of the angels are around you. Um, to put that in a broader perspective, that you have your your talents are going to supersede you, and they are going to make an introduction before you that is going to blow your mind. So I'll say that again. Your talents are going, your talents are going to supersede you, and your talents are going to supersede you, and they're going to make an introduction that is going to blow your mind. Okay, somebody's saying, tend to your lot. The grass in your lot can be just as green or greener, but you have to seed it and water it, pull the weeds and fertilize it. That is very true, because you never quite know what the other person went through to have what they have. It's true. We can speculate and all of that stuff, but never quite know what's going on behind closed doors. Cool. Somebody say, great day, everyone. Hey, welcome. Facebook person. But cool. So they're saying that, in hindsight, that love that you've always wanted, that's yours. Um, they're saying passport ready, passport heavy. So they're saying that you're it's going to be a lot of well, one, they're saying interstellar travel. So there's a lot. Um, there's a lot going on up here in the atmosphere. Things are, there's a lot of movement. Um, not I don't know. They're saying come forth. They're saying swing low, sweet chariot. They're saying swing low, sweet chariot. Come forth to carry me home. So if you're watching this, you're headed to a new destination. Means in your life, in your life and over your livelihood, because a lot of the spiritual journey is a test. It is a faith walk. It is, because we can feel it, but sometimes you never know what's around that corner. Like what great things are around that corner. Who's coming through, what what prophecy may be spoken into your life. I remember a while back somebody, somebody spoke something over my life, and I was like, man, and then it sat with me for so long, and I don't want to say it was a burden, but you always think of like when are these things gonna happen? Like when are these things gonna happen? I mean, it's naturally happening now, but in our minds, we're like, well, I should be in a penthouse suite, and I should have limousine service, and like all of these great and amazing things, like seriously. But I, like from my studies is that I am in great company for the people that have had these I don't know, divine prophecy spoken over their lives, and it's like like when it changes, man, it all changes, and you're so you're so grateful for it, and I am in a I'm in a place of being thankful. I'm in a place of being thankful now. And I welcome everybody here. And if you missed it, I don't know. I said a lot. We're talking about the door of spirituality being open, so to speak. And it's like they used to say in church, the doors of the church are open. You go down there and you sit down, and you join a church and they ask if you're baptized, and that stuff. So, but a lot of this journey is just being baptized in your faith. Your faith naturally, while you're moving, and sometimes while you're sitting still. It's gonna take you so many what you saying? While you're okay, cool. But oh, why am I reading? Because I don't, because when I see you on Clubhouse, you're always, in the thing and stuff is happening. You never really. It's rare to talk to people one on one these days. So and it's kind of like a breath of fresh air when it does happen. You never know. My life when it changes like that, people are like, oh man, you're always busy, and you got, I don't know, like 5,000 people. I'm speaking this now over my life. You got 5,000 people over your life, and you got like 500,000 people on TikTok, and 100,000 here and 300,000 there and a million here and all of that stuff, and it feels like you've forgotten about that. But it's the little things that you cherish in the inside, being a kid at heart, being who you are, never change, never change who you are. Broader things are going to change around you, but always keep those core values too. Always keep those core values. Keep your wits in your in your spiritual senses about you. They're going to, just to say, you're going places, kid. you're going amazing places. And somebody's going to make a decision to just travel, man. Seriously, like maybe early retirement and just road trip. I remember I used to work with this lady, and she said her and her friend, they would just jump in the car and just travel, just go. And I was like, man, that sounds like life. It's so real. Things are changing fast. She's saying that things are changing fast, and the fruit of the work will come. Remain humble. Yeah, yeah. Remain humble and grateful, but um, be like, be as great as the lion. And um, be the kings and queens of your jungle, because all that you want and all that you survey, um, is going to be yours. That's what, um, it's almost like this year is going to be. Things are moving forward, but it's almost like the clock is moving backwards, because a lot of stuff is a lot of these stolen things that were taken away. If you're indigenous, you know what I'm saying, that were taken away from you in your life. A lot of that stuff is going to be coming back. So, and a lot of people aren't going to believe it. A lot of stuff that you're going to see in your lifetime, that you're going to see. Uh, you're going to see Congress today passes a bill, blah 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 blah. And all of all of this good stuff. It's going to be a lot of shakeup in politics. It's going to be scandals and all of this good stuff, and people who just went with the status quo, and they just believe everything that the news said and all of that stuff. They're going to really be shocked. Oh, I can't believe all this is happening. Well, yeah, welcome to the new day. It's a new day. Yes, it is. But if you couldn't tell, I still watch wrestling and all that stuff. And, Royal Rumble was horrible last night, but the ending was good though. But anyway, yeah. But just continue to be the powerful individual that you are. If you need help, reach out to me. I am here. Go to my link tree. Email me so we can talk. I'm all over social media. Hit me up, man, so we can have that conversation. And for a lot of us, for me, going on this journey, I didn't have a lot of people to talk to. That's the thing. Even up to this point, maybe like just me doing this is a part of my therapy. Because it helps me, because I naturally walk into a regular church and say, hey, I'm doing this is happening to me. They're going to be like, okay, well, let's pray it all away. I'm like, no, don't touch me. Like, no, no. You're just gonna make it worse. Don't, no. I don't. I always say you can always pray for yourself. Seriously, I take prayer. I take that very, very, very seriously. If somebody came to me and said, hey, I know you don't, pray for people. You know how it is out here. Something tragic happens. It's thoughts and prayers, But if somebody came to me personally and said, "Hey, listen, I just need a little bit of your time. I just need you to pray." I would be blown away. I would be honored. Seriously, for real. If anybody tries to charge you for prayer, that ain't it. Like, above every that ain't it. I'm telling you. But just remember, your life shall be forever changed and forever. Just um, if you believe in your ancestors, your ancestors are always with you, always around you. There's always that grace. Of course, there are things that need to be done, and if you have an altar, if you go to the cemetery, if you go out in nature, and if you vibe with your ancestors, this is your family. So much more that goes into that. It's like sometimes a lot of you have thousands upon thousands upon thousands of ancestors. They go generations and generations. So I'm sure all of y'all know that and understand that. Sometimes the interceding with all of these different energies comes through your ancestors. So they dealt with saints, and if they were Catholic, and if they were, I don't know, Judeo-Christian, whatever it is that they believed in, if they were Muslim, and you start feeling a calling to do this or to do that, pertaining maybe, or if they practice in one of the African traditional religions, Ifa or voodoo or hoodoo, whatever. They they're saying like a lot of answers lie in the cemetery. So if you are one of those people that, if you travel down that road of one of the African traditional religions, then that's your thing. I'm never going to be like, oh, that's wrong. Yeah, I'm not. I don't do that. But go. While you go, whenever you have some time, just go to the cemetery and talk to your people. And they say bring some stuff. Bring some food and some alcohol and some beer and wine, and and all of that. So yeah, and somebody wants some flowers too. So, but whew, yeah. Somebody's like saying go to the water, like when you I don't know, man. It's like the more you um they're saying like a lot, they're saying like a lot of stuff is they're saying, let me just say, a lot of this stuff is traditional. It's like when you and when you it's like when you naturally feel it, you really it just they give it to you, like give it to you raw, and it's like they did that sound right? Where's my mind going? But anyway, they just give you the truth. They just give it to you straight up. Like there you go. They give it to you straight up, and that's what that is. So yeah, if you're someone who believes in God, you need a prayer closet. So that means that prayer closet, have your scriptures. Have your remember, go heavy in Psalms. Remember, go heavy in Psalms. That's really gonna open up a lot of doors and windows. And they're saying that I don't know. Some of the ancestors are coming through from the civil rights movement. They're saying we're not going through the back door this time. They're saying this time we're going through the front. So can I get an eight? Can I get an amen or ashe from the congregation? Amen, ashe. All right. So yeah, man. But yeah, so that's pretty much been my that's pretty much been my somebody say there you go. But already, ladies and gentlemen, remember, if you are just watching this space, I will be back on here tomorrow. I'll set the time. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be better with that as far as setting a time, and because I just go live whenever I feel like it, and that's just what that is. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, so that is my little, well, not little, but that's just my little. I gotta stop saying that is my big talk for the day. So big talk, big results. There you go. So just leave y'all with that. Remember, big talk, big results. So go big this year, man. But all right, folks. Soul of a Man 504. If you want to talk, go to my link tree. Email me. If you want to donate to the cause, my Cash App, PayPal's on. If you want to book a spiritual consultation, you can do that as well. As always, folks, I am out this piece. Don't forget to follow me on here wherever you want on social media. But as always, on this piece. Peace.